designed the same here at Rick Jones Pianos with an incredible piano, which, wow, I wasn't expecting. I knew it was going to be good, but it's even better than I thought. This is a Yamaha Concert Grand, built in Hamamatsu, Japan in 1986. It's a model CF3, 9 feet long. The model number indicates that it was the third concert grand they had designed, they had come up with since World War II. The first one was called an FC, and the second one was called a CF. So this was number 3, and it came out, I think, in, I want to say 1979-ish. I don't remember that exactly. But this is Yamaha's answer to many other concert grand models that have been made around the world, most notably the Steinway D, in my opinion. And it's a magnificent piano. I am blown away by the range that this piano has, the dynamic range, how powerful it can sound, how quiet it can sound. It's just, you can get super whisper soft on this piano, and everything is clear, and there's no lost notes. It's, in my opinion, something that Yamaha Grands are already known for. They're already really good at delivering you a lot of control over soft playing, and because Yamahas do tend to have a more brilliant sound, it produces a very delicate, soft sound. And so I grew up with the Yamaha. It was just a G2, 5'7", purchased here at Rick Jones Pianos 20 years ago. And I already have a good impression of Yamahas because of that, the way they design their pianos, especially the action, and how they're able to make it so responsive to that subtlety. It's already good on a G series piano. It's even a little better on the C series conservatory. This is a step up from that. And I mean, I knew it was going to be good. It exceeded my expectations even there. The touch on this piano was amazing. Just so subtle and controllable. And it was quite a pleasure to play. I don't have the room in my home for a piano this large, but if I did, I might consider, or I would want to have it for myself. That's how nice this piano is. Really super responsive, unlike most pianos I've played. And so I mentioned that you could play softly on this piano. You wouldn't expect that to be the main characteristic of a concert grand piano. It is very large, as you can see, and they're known for being able to project into a large concert hall. That's what they were designed to do. I didn't play so much loudly, I don't normally, but we can listen a bit to the bass. This is quite magnificent. So if you need that big sound, you can get it out of this piano and it will be able to deliver for you. But the dynamic range in this piano is just amazing, and I'm blown away by how capable it is. Wow. There's more background on this piano. As I said, Yamaha intended this piano to be the competing model to the Steinway D. And a number of excellent concert pianists throughout the years, both in classical and popular music, have used this model for their performances and recordings. Glenn Gould famously used this model CF3 for his 1981 Goldberg Variations Bach recording. And one of my idol pianists, ones I've idolized over the years, is Jaroslav Richter, who, toward the end of his life, loved playing in Japan and loved playing on Yamaha concert grands. And these are pianists who played a variety of pianos throughout their careers. Glenn Gould played a Steinway for a long time. But Richter in particular had this, in my opinion, otherworldly soft playing. He was a big guy. He could also sound very powerful, but he also had the most beautiful touch, playing very softly, and that's what he was able to get out of this exact model when he played it later in his life. And I kind of felt like I was channeling him in a way. It's amazing how controllable this piano was. Wow, they're definitely one of the best pianos I've played, I think. So, where can I go with this? I'll rate the tone of this piano a 5 on a scale from 1 to 10, from mellow to bright. And there's so much more to the tone than just mellowness and brightness. And depending on how you play this piano, it can sound more bold and bright, or it can sound really warm, soft, and delicate. When I encounter a piano like that, it works out to be right in the middle on our tone scale, and that's how I'll rate it. It's a 5 on a scale from 1 to 10. I mean, that just gives you a hint at what this piano can do, and you can really get a whole lot more out of this piano if you want. In either direction of brightness, boldness, brilliance, or the other direction of softness, delicate, warm sound. Really amazing what it can do. And the touch, likewise, it has the massive feel of a concert grand, but so far as concert grands go, I don't think this is a particularly firm touch. Yamahas were not known for having an especially hard touch, and that is one way, in my opinion, they distinguished themselves from some of their competition, including Kawai and Steinway, who, in my opinion, were known more often for having a firm touch. They're all excellent pianos, but they have different musical characteristics, and for those who don't like that hard touch quite as much, Yamaha grands are very often the choice, and amongst concert grands, this would be the choice. So, a neutral touch, a 5 on a scale from 1 to 10. It's not easy. Concert grands really feel easy. I mean, internally, since the piano is so large and they have so much room to work with, they can fit a larger action inside the piano. Now, the outside is the same. This is an international standard for the key length that Yamaha will use. But the whole key itself is a fulcrum, or is a lever, rather, and the fulcrum is farther away from your fingers when you're playing, especially toward where the fall board is, close to the fall board. And that matters a lot to concert pianists because they often have to play difficult music in some of those really obscure keys like F sharp major or whatever, like I just played. So having that fulcrum farther away gives them better leverage playing at that part of the key, and it really matters when they need to play at their best level for a concert, and that's why this piano was designed to have that larger action internally. Same number of keys, of course. The hammers are a little bit larger to match a larger soundboard with strings, longer strings, but they've weighed everything off to be very smooth, extremely smooth and responsive, and not especially hard, which is consistent, in my opinion, with what a Yamaha Grand would do. So if that's what you like about Yamaha Grands, and if you're in the market for a concert Grand, I think you'll find this piano a dream to play. I certainly did just now. Wow, so this piano does come with a 10-year warranty, like everything we sell. It's a 10-year warranty on all parts and labor. And there's also a 100% lifetime trade-up guarantee. You can, if you wish, purchase this piano from us, and so long as you make sure you have it in tune twice a year and keep it by a professional technician and keep it in a situation of moderate and stable humidity to preserve especially the wooden components of the piano, you can come back to us whenever you wish, like you would be able to do with any other piano that we have in our inventory, and trade it in for exactly its instrument sales price. We very rarely get pianos that are going to be more expensive than this. I would certainly discourage you from considering trying to trade this in for a smaller piano that's more expensive. You will miss the bass on this piano. So usually people who go for a concert grand model like this, it's going to be their last piano that they treasure for the rest of their lives and pass down onto their children if they have any. So, and it's in excellent condition. The previous owner, this was obviously not used in a concert setting. It would not look this good. My colleagues have done a beautiful job polishing it. I don't think it needed much polishing when it came in. And moreover, the previous owner had a climate control system installed. This is the Damp Chaser Piano Lifesaver system, which combines a humidifier with a dehumidifier, both controlled by a humidistat, It's always working, so it's always calibrated to dial the humidity in the environment of the piano, especially the soundboard, to really dial that in at around 45%. And Damp Chaser has been in business since the 1940s. They're the industry standard in the United States. Myself, I would never own a piano that didn't have a climate control system installed. It really helps stabilize the wooden components, especially the soundboard, to prevent it from expanding and contracting too much with changes in humidity in the environment of the piano. And in turn, that prevents the bridges from moving as much, and since the strings are touching the bridges, and that's how the sound is transferred to the soundboard, that means the strings are not moving around as much, and that means you have more stable tuning this time. So technicians love to see a climate control system in a piano that they have to go tune in someone's home, and when it's being maintained, because it means the piano won't be drifting out of tune as much, and they can get better results out of their tuning. They don't have to tune it twice or do any other major surgery to make it right again. It's going to be more stable and cooperative piano. And Yamaha Grands are very easy to tune. There are some of my favorite pianos here that I can tune. Just the tuning pin's very cooperative. You move it as a tuner, move the tuning lever, it just goes where you want it to go. It's super easy to tune, and you get really good results. In addition to all the other things I normally say about Yamahas being easy to service, just for the action regulation and all. Obviously, we were able to get a good result in this since it plays so well. But yeah, that climate control system has a $598 value. If you were to purchase another piano from us that doesn't have it installed, that's what we would charge if you want a new one installed. But in this case, it's included in the value of this piano because it's already installed by the previous owner, and they kept the piano in good condition. So if you're looking at our other inventory and the piano doesn't have it, I would highly encourage you to consider one for your piano. In any case, please watch our video that our sales manager Paul has made demonstrating the operation of this climate control system. It's on, I think it's our first question on the frequently asked questions page, and there's a video demonstrating how it works in much more detail than I just mentioned, and how you can maintain it with time. Wow, definitely come out and play this for yourself. It's a magnificent piano. We'll be happy to help you over the phone or via email. We'll go around with a headset if you wish, if you're at a long distance and can't make it to the store, and we'll go to the piano and play for you over the phone if you want. But definitely, if you are keen on having a really premium piano and you want to hear it for yourself, definitely try to make the trip and come see it for yourself. I think you'll be very impressed. Thanks.